I would like to present to you Mr. Farhan Tufail.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. I would also like to greet everybody after the lunch break, and I hope I can wake some of the guys up, like Mr. Manat, who's sleeping quite peacefully here. Okay, just to start up, maybe just go through what I will be covering here. I was selecting or trying to give you a brief information. What are the challenges faced by halal certification bodies in non-Muslim countries? So here is a brief overview of what I will be covering. I will be giving you a brief definition of the concept of halal certification, the feasibility, compatibility, cross-building, rational management, what is the audience, hostile audience. I will come to that, everything. Market benefits for the companies, what are the misconceptions, mutual recognition between the certifiers, what is the European Union doing about it, maybe that is for some is good or bad news, and the conclusion. Quickly, what is the concept of halal certification? It's basically a voluntary certification required by some Muslim countries. It's for the industry, it's a change in approach. Commitment is very important for the industry. It's based on legal opinion, so it's a fatwa. And industry might need to have some structural changes. The feasibility and compatibility for the industry is our efforts. So I will try to focus here what is the industry in the back mind before they go for the certification. They evaluate whether the efforts are in line with the benefits. Is the effectiveness of the measure taken are there or not? What are the additional steps they have to implement to ensure improvement? And what are the necessity of suggested measures? And what is the reasoning behind? So here just an example of an industry we are overlooking. Here, for example, the structural changes which they had to make is on when they are preparing the halal production, so they have dedicated preparation and cleaning utensils. Cross-building, obviously the certification body has to be a competent and professional partner, otherwise the industry will not work with you. You have to have a regular interaction. Industry and the certification body has to have regular interaction. Local language should be spoken, so if I would come here in Thailand and would like to certify industry, I could do it, but obviously the people who are here, local people, they would rather speak Thai or understand everything in Thai. So if I come and speak in English, they will not understand what I want. So it's better to have local certification bodies working in local countries where they speak the language and have the local expertise to cover the task. Then there should be a system in place, spot checks, not only once in a year inspection is needed, but you should go regularly to check that the measure which are required are implemented, and a reliable analysis should be made, which has been done here now in this case by Halal Science Center. Here again a dedication production area where they have implemented due to the commitment, and we can see the commitment here where they have a dedicated production area for halal production. They're having dedicated cleaning utensil facilities, production lines are dedicated, packaging line are dedicated, and dedicated cleaning utensils. Rational management, what I like to say with rational management, that obviously when you are a certification body, when it's operating, it has to have local expertise. It should cover the different subjects. It's certifying, so if you are certifying cosmetic industry or pharmaceutical industry, you have to have the expertise to cover this field. You can't send a food technologist to certify a pharmaceutical industry because you will not understand the procedure. It's better to have then experts from pharmaceutical field to cover that area. And obviously the religious expertise should be also up to the mark to cover the questions which are raised. Experience is worth its weight in gold. Experience is very important, and we come to that conclusion now and then when we are going to industry that experience and expertise is highly appreciated. Obviously the employees of the certification bodies are employees and not volunteers, so they have to be paid. And the certification body has to be a community-based certification body so that they are also helping the community, the local community, and it should be a professional and local organization. So here For example, you can see Dr. Jawad was sitting here. He was part of the team which we certified, and we have this lady who come for the audit of this manufacturing site, for example, which is certified. This is very important. I would like to cover maybe a few points here, and then we can discuss later on. I think that could be eye-opener for some of you. In Europe, we have a widespread of Islamophobia nowadays. There are clearly the European countries say they are secular states, so they don't want to deal anything to deal with anything which is religious. There is a negative sentiment in the media. Halal is usually equal to in Europe. It's just inhumane treatment of animals. That's it. That's how they correlate to halal. The funding, usually it is said in European minds that there is rumors around that halal certification bodies are funding terrorist organizations. That's why they don't want to deal with Muslim certification bodies and want to make their own. There is sometimes rumor of incompetency and lack of trust. So here you can see I put in one sticker I found on the internet where there is an organization who is awareing the people of halal certification bodies funding terrorists. Or here you boycott halal, you can find it everywhere nowadays in Google, very easy to find. Or here a case with Subway where they are saying that because Subway is serving meat which is sacrificed or halal meat, that's why we should boycott Islamization and boycott Subway. This is also a very nice picture, halal food or Trojan horse. And here maybe two examples of the hostile audience here. This is a case we had just 2 or 3 weeks ago. There was an Islamic mosque which was burned down in Switzerland, and this is the one in Sweden. So there is a raise of anti-Islamic action in Europe. What are the market benefits for the industry? If sometimes the industry would say, okay, we don't want to use the logo because they don't want to fear their customers, non-Muslim customers. But the efforts should be in line with the benefit in the market. They are putting an effort, you are putting it as an industry, you are putting an effort. If you are certifying your product, you should also have the benefit in the market, and if you are not putting the logo, the Muslims will obviously not know that your product is halal. Active marketing is required and active information also, understanding the needs of Muslims, and you have to decide whether you are producing local or international. Misconceptions. Halal is not only a marketing tool for us, it's about the religious obligation. No pain, no gain. So that's what in the beginning I said. So if you are doing halal production, there might be some changes which you have to implement. It could have to do also that you have to put some money in your production to make it halal compliant. Halal certification is not only about money. Mistrust among Muslims is not helping the cause of halal, and halal certification is not just about business. Misconception here maybe also how the money with the halal certification bodies are getting where the money is going. This is just a brief overview. So personnel who is doing the auditing, except that they are also investing their time, they are professionals, and the Sharia advisor are getting money. Then you have administrative costs, you have the community work you are funding, and maybe you are going around for participating in conferences. Mutual recognition is also a big challenge, biggest challenge maybe, and this is due to lack of trust among Muslims, lack of transparency, and lack of information. Here maybe I put in a slide which I would like to emphasize. I think accreditation is not a cure for everything. So here just to see that actually the end user is the consumer. We are doing everything, this is done for the consumer, the Muslim consumer. Everybody, industry or certification body is doing it for the Muslim consumer. So the way out, for my understanding, and we have implemented this in Switzerland already, and we are working closely with the Consumer Council. We have built up a Consumer Council so we can educate the consumer and we can let him decide which way he wants to go. Empower him to make the right decision. And I will give you an example. This is a beautiful example of our neighbors from France. There is an organization called ASITCOM. they have done in 2009, 2010, they have made a survey of halal certification bodies who are of halal certification of products which are available in France from different halal certification bodies. Obviously, not only in France, but also here you see our friends from Germany too are there. So you can see this slide I can share, so you can read actually what is the outcome of the survey. So the consumer can himself go on this information. It's online available in the PDF format, and you can read all about the certification body, how they are operating, if they are allowing mechanical slaughter, are they allowing stunning or not, how many operators they have, what are the content details. So that is one way to go. Last but not least, I would like to also give you some overview of the halal European Union halal standardization process. European Union, since this year, has started a process where they want to bring out a unified European halal standard. What will be, so once it is ratified and approved, it will be implemented in all 33 European Union states, and that will be every product which has fulfilled this, which is made in Switzerland, in Europe, has to fulfill this requirement. But once this is here, first of all, there is a lobby, non-Muslims against Muslims there, and what I feel personally is once the standard is there, then everybody can actually go and an industry can or a non-Muslim certifier can go out and say we are certified according to the standard, and then there is actually no control over the whole system. So conclusion, it's a huge task ahead of us before we can even think about accreditation. From my point of view, active education of the consumer and the industry is required. We need to address the new issues very quickly and in time. Halal should be, the message for halal should be premium quality. And we should remodel the image of halal and Islam all over the world. That's it. Thank you very much.